Hello friends, good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are safe at home. Home, stay safe. Today in this online session, I am taking the few remaining topics of lesson How do organisms reproduce of 10th standard. Today's topics are sexual cycle in female, menarche and menopause, gestation, implantation and placenta, population control and sexually transmitted diseases. First of all, we will read about sexual cycle in female. The sexual cycle in female is called menstruation cycle or menstruation. It starts at the age of puberty, that is at the age of 10 to 12 years. At this stage, the sex hormones are produced, and these sex hormones are responsible for maturating the egg cells in the ovary. Only one mature egg is released in the fallopian tube, that is oviduct, from the ovary once in 28 days. This process of releasing ovum from ovary to oviduct is called ovulation. So what is ovulation? It is the process of releasing ovum from ovary to oviduct. Before ovulation, the inner lining of uterus becomes thick and spongy and full of tiny blood vessels. Actually, it is the process of preparation to receive the fertilized egg. But if the egg or ovum is not fertilized, then the inner lining of uterus breaks, and along with blood vessels and dead ovum comes out from the vagina in the form of bleeding, which is called menstruation or menstrual cycle. It occurs 14 days after ovulation and lasts for 4 to 7 days. This cycle is under the control of female sex hormones. Now, one question arises when the woman is said to be pregnant. So, after fertilization, the menstruation cycle stops and then the woman is said to be pregnant. Next topic is about menarche and menopause. The beginning of menstruation at the puberty phase, that is at the age of 10 to 12 years, is called menarche, and the age at which menstruation stops permanently, it is called menopause. At this stage, the woman is unable to produce child, and on an average, it is at the age of 50. Now the next topic is about gestation, implantation and placenta. Gestation is the period of development of fetus inside the uterus till birth. Implantation is the embedding of embryo in the thick lining of the uterus. And placenta is the special tissue develops between uterine wall and embryo. Through placenta, the exchange of nutrients, oxygen and waste products between fetus and mother takes place. This is the figure showing ovulation to implantation of embryo to the uterine wall. Let us discuss about few questions which are always asked in exam. First is, what is umbilical cord? Umbilical cord is the cord which joins the embryo to the placenta. When the baby is born, it is cut and tied. Next is, what is gestation period of human female? It is 280 days, that is 40 weeks. Next question is, what is the average weight of human baby? It is 3 to 5 kg. Next is, what is parturition? That is labor. On completion of gestation period, the birth of fully developed fetus is called parturition or labor. Now the next topic is about population control. As we know that our population is increasing day by day. So there are different methods to control population, and these methods are called contraceptives. First is barrier method. There are some physical devices like condom in male, diaphragm and cervical cap in female, and are used during intercourse. The main aim of these devices are that they does not allow the sperms and eggs to meet and acts as a barrier between two gametes. Second one is chemical method. In this method, there are two types of pills, either oral pills or vaginal pills. Oral pills are called oral contraceptives that contains hormones which stop the ovaries to release ovum into the oviduct. Vaginal pills are kept in the vagina before intercourse so that it helps in killing the sperms, and hence they are also called as a spermicide. Third method is surgical method. It is the permanent method. It is of two types. In male, it is called vasectomy, and in female, it is called tubectomy. In vasectomy, sperm duct is cut and tied, whereas in tubectomy, oviduct, that is fallopian tube, is cut and tied. So in both the cases, again there is no chance of fertilization. Last one is about IUCD, that is intrauterine contraceptive devices. It is called as copper T. Copper T is placed inside the uterus by a qualified nurse or a doctor. It prevents the implantation of fertilized egg into the uterus. The given figure shows about vasectomy and tubectomy. You can see here how the vas deferens is tied and cut, and also fallopian tube is tied and cut. This figure shows about different types of copper T that is inserted into the uterus by qualified nurse or a doctor. Last topic is about sexually transmitted diseases. These are those diseases which are spread by sexual contact with infected persons. They are also called venereal disease or reproductive tract infections. The commonly sexually transmitted diseases are gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydiasis, trichomoniasis, genital herpes, genital wart, hepatitis B and AIDS. Except for hepatitis B, genital herpes and HIV infections, other diseases are completely curable if treated properly after detection at early stage. Let us classify the sexually transmitted disease into different groups, that is bacterial, protozoan and viral. So, gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydiasis are bacterial diseases. Trichomoniasis is protozoan disease. AIDS, genital herpes, genital wart, hepatitis B are viral. So children, this is all about today's session. Thank you. Have a nice day. For any kind of doubts, please write your question in comment section.